Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
We have the mystery of the broken trimmers.
I didn't touch your trimmers.
Listen, I'm not blaming you.
I like how every time you come back, there's some. It's always.
I like how every time I come back, something's broken.
You see, you only focus on the negative. There's so many things that I fix and do. Welcome back to the podcast.
Cheers, everybody.
I've been waiting here for over an hour.
It's true, I'm late.
You're late to the podcast once again. And then you come in late, and then you come in accusing me of touching your things.
Yeah, I went to shave right before the podcast, and my trimmer just like hurt me immediately, and then it was like and like shaking and all crazy.
Yeah, it's
like
probably
a jalopy.
It probably just gets dull.
No, it's broken. It's like shaking, like the little trimmer part. Someone dropped it.
I didn't drop your trimmers.
Matt got mad at me while I was gone and fucking spiked my trimmers into the ground. I don't even know what I could have done to make him mad.
You know what? By the way, if I was mad at you, I would get you back so much more evil than just breaking your things.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you were mad a little bit.
Okay, I would play mind games with you for. I don't know what I would do. I put like Ben Gay on your pillow, just so make it like smell a little bit. I don't know. I would Pavlov's dog you. I'd go to your ex-girlfriend and ask what her perfume was, and then put it.
Okay, that's evil.
No, see, I'm so much more. Like you give me a full minute, I'll come up with some evil plans to get back at you.
The first evil thing was a Mac thing where I was like, well, that just sounds like something you would hate. But the second thing, I was like, no.
I had to get out of what would bother me.
Now I know what to do to you.
Just leaving crumbs on the floor, and I'm like,
I would just light sage under your bed while you were gone, and then you would get home and you'd be in your room and you'd just be like, the demons,
dude,
they're angry. It's
annoying. I hate sage. It's a bad
it is
thing.
So weirdly specific.
I don't like incense either. It's just I don't put on cologne. I'm not a big smells guy. I don't like strong smells in either direction. I like a good neutral. If you ever walked into your like new friend's home when you were a kid, and they have like a weird, and it's like, it's definitely them, because you like walk into 9 out of your 10 friends' home. You're like, oh, this one smells a little different, but it's like I'll get used to it in like 30 seconds. Then there's those friends that you walk into their house and you're like, something is wrong.
No,
whatever you're cooking or whatever you're washing with. It's bad. I don't know what it is.
A very particular smell.
I remember my mom would take me to meet her friends' kids. I always hated it. I hated every single one of her friends' kids were the worst. And I remember going to one of their houses, and it was like super stinky and distinct to me. And then I put it together. I'm like, oh, their house. I'm not kidding. It smelled like, you know, when you floss and you have that like little the gunk in between your teeth.
Oh, when you start to taste it?
No, I don't taste it. What?
You don't do that when you floss, like, and then you all of a sudden get like unlock something that was in your mouth for like all day, and you're like, oh,
not like that. I'm talking about like the smell of like whatever that plaque. It's a very specific.
I don't
gross. I don't know. That was the smell of this one kid's house, and I was just like, I don't like this person.
That's just like you just don't like them.
It was the same exact smell. I don't know what. Yeah, I didn't like them also, but it doesn't help. Like if I'd really like someone, and then they also had a stinky house, I'd be like, hey, my best friend, your house stinks. Let's go hang out somewhere else.
Oh my god!
If you don't like someone and their house stinks, you're like, I'm not telling you. I'm gonna let you go through life.
yeah. You're just stinky. It smells crazy in there.
I had that reminds me of a new pro life hack I came up with while you were gone.
A way to keep people from having abortions.
No, it's like
a pro life hack. I was like, what?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
wait a minute.
Pro life. I meant professional. You know, just like. That's a good. We should
give them Tylenol when you say it's Plan B. Pro life.
Oh, pro life. Just selling fake Plan B. You know, this is what you should start doing, and all of our listeners. It's just a little. What do you call that? So it's a little social engineering. Go to your friends you like, and just be like, "Hey, you got something on your face," and then when they go to wipe the non-existent thing off of their face, they'll be thankful to you.
Okay.
And you get to look like a good person, and it costs nothing.
So you're just making up.
You're just making up a fake. They can't.
Problems.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, you could just. It's baby's first social engineering.
What if you do that though, and then they just immediately look on their phone and they're like, "Nothing's on my face."
And I'm
now
like,
you've been caught.
No, you just lie. You just be like, "Oh, you fell off. You got it."
Oh.
There's no way to verify.
I love that.
Or if you want to flip it evil, just be like, "You still don't have it. You still don't have it." Just fuck with them.
We've gotten into the point in Mac's life where he's beginning to he's gone so far evil that he's back to being good. He's using his evil for good. Hey, I'm manipulating you so that you feel nice.
Yeah, that's how you should manipulate people.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, yeah, you should make them feel nice.
You should always manipulate people into feeling better if you can. Unless they wrong you or their house stinks, then you should manipulate them evilly.
So what have you been up to while we were gone?
Is this how you manipulate me? You're just like first thing, oh, my trimmers are broken.
Dude, they are broken. Someone dropped, like 100% they've been dropped. You know how trimmers work like this? They go back and forth, right? They are rattling like they're loose. And I distinctly remember I shaved immediately before the trip because I was like, oh, I want to shave before the trip so I don't have a bunch of facial hair during the trip. I shaved literally I woke up in that morning and shaved an hour before. I put the trimmers up top where I always put them.
Up top.
When I came home, they were on the sink. I go, interesting. Maybe Mac trimmed his face with my fancy trimmers. I grabbed them. I turned them on. They're making some crazy sound like a car with a bunch of loose shit on it. I go, well, that's weird, but maybe they work. I go to use them. They pinch my face immediately. I go, these trimmers have been dropped. These trimmers are broken. I don't have trimmers now.
Wait, how expensive are those trimmers?
They're like $80.
I might have.
You motherfucker! Mac, you gaslit me.
No, I'm not. I'm like, I said I might have because I don't know. It's the problem with my memory so bad. I'm like, did those fall at some point? It wouldn't have registered to me.
Maybe they're fixable. Maybe you just need to tighten something, but they're fucking broke.
I'll buy you new trimmers
if
we conclude that it was in fact me.
It's not even that I need expensive trimmer. I just want any trimmer that works.
You need a nice trimmer.
Well, I need a nice trimmer that works because I do shave like every 3 days or whatever.
Yeah, I do the whole straight razor thing, and
I can't do that. It's just too much work. I just shave down. I should shave better because I fucking kiss someone sometimes and I probably fuck up their face.
Yeah, some ladies like that.
Well, actually, I guess some
they
do.
love grinding. I love having one day scruff because I scratch my arms with it.
Really?
I get like an itch on my shoulder and I scratch myself with my. That's how thick my coarse donkey hairs are.
I was gonna say your hair is crazy, dude. I can't imagine how fucked up a girl gets making out with you if you shave one day.
I have to shave like every day. I have to like time my shaves.
You have to time your shaves fucking?
Yes. So be like, all right, I'm not gonna shave in the morning. I'm gonna shave in between work and then meeting her.
Do you get a 5 o'clock shadow for real?
No, I don't get a 5 o'clock shadow. It's just it doesn't grow in. It's not like thick like a lot. It's the individual thicknesses of the hairs are like just super thick and they get sharp.
Every hair is a weapon.
They hold their edge like a samurai blade. I have samurai hairs. Not just like a bunch of little flimsy whatever.
If we thickened your hair, it would be like when you lay on a nail bed.
Yeah.
And there's so many that you're safe.
It would be better.
Yeah.
It's just that maybe that's the roughness because it's so coarse.
Yeah.
It's a coarse grit, not like a fine 8,000 grit. Something like you you don't have a lot either. You just have thin.
No, me and you both.
Look at that. I got an itch right now. I feel so good. Listen to that.
My hair's just long enough that it's like it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, sucks to be you.
I'm safe to kiss you right now.
No, you're not. I cannot reciprocate.
Well, dude, I wonder if my hair would protect me from your hair. Probably not. Your hair would overpower mine and fuck me up.
My hair's way too. It keeps people away, like how I like. So how was traveling? You were at a casino?
We went to a casino. It was one of the super depressing non-Vegas ones. You would have loved it.
Love all the casinos.
Some lady comes up to me like,
so you were performing
yes,
a casino show, which are notoriously
awful.
You
would have fucking loved the whole day. I literally thought about you all day. I was like, man, Mac would love it here. And then the show was weird and not great, and because there was fucking crazy people, and I was like, man, he'd fucking love it here.
Because for some reason, casino shows, it's like sometimes when you do stand up, there's a bunch of rooms that are not comedy clubs. It's either they'll be like, here, we'll have a sports bar and we'll just set up a stage in the corner, or here, this is like it's a club, but tonight we're doing comedy here.
Yeah.
Or a casino will be, or like even like a hotel will be like, we'll set off one of the meeting rooms and set it up to be like a stand-up show, but there'll be a stage and lights. But a casino is just like, what if in between all of the shit we put a stage?
So this casino did have an actual like a lounge where like Frank Sinatra, it felt like Frank Sinatra should have been performing there. It was very like dim lights, like rounded table, like a very like
it is a lounge though.
It's
not I saw it was like it's still exposed to the casino.
It was,
so you could walk by.
There was curtains, and they didn't stop the sound from because they were just like pumping AC/DC in the casino or whatever. You could like hear it while you're performing, but so the show was weird. The people were obviously weird. It was a casino.
Yeah,
they like didn't want to, they didn't laugh right. It was just awkward. And that's not to say the crowd was bad. It's just a weird environment, so people behave weird.
Casinos they attract. I would say, you know how like a bus station will have like really downtrodden people, like just it attracts a I don't want to say low caliber quality because it's your situation.
Yeah,
but I am saying casinos attract a low quality person with money, which is very dangerous.
Crazy.
It's a low quality person, and I love casinos. By the way,
you do
love casinos more. They are my theme park because you love theme parks, which I hate. I'm like, theme parks are like, yay, it's a kid show, but it's a stupid ride, and drinks are $80, and I'm like, casinos, drinks are free, and it's just old people everywhere. So I like the vibe. I already forgot. I'm so just imagining a casino. I forgot what my main point was. Another thing about casinos is just there's no end or beginning. You walk in and it's just a maze of fun.
Yeah.
So you're doing the stage. You're on the stage and you can hear people or the music or
it's everything. You can hear everything, and then there's like nothing you can do. You can't chastise them because they're in a casino.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of vibing.
It's like when you're at a sports bar and they're like, "All right, everybody, we're gonna do comedy now," and it's like the Super Bowl's on.
Oh, dude, those shows where they just leave the TVs on while you perform. And you're just like, Jesus.
No, I'm
Christ.
like, leave the TVs on. They're not here to see me. I don't know whose idea it was to put on this show.
So brutal. So this casino, they were trying. To their credit, everyone that worked there was nice, and a lot of people who came to the show were actual fans. So I was like, oh shit, this rules.
Not just old people.
Half of them were old people who were just like, I just come to shows at this casino. It was weird.
Did they talk about like the other comics? Like, we just saw, I don't know who an old comic still touring would be.
I will say,
we just saw Stephen Wright, who I actually love.
The lady was like, hey, this is genuinely one of the best shows we've even had in this place.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, thank you. She seemed like surprised. Like she was like, yeah, it's usually a real shit show. It's like, why are you subjecting people to this then?
That is one of the weirdest things. One of my early thoughts in stand-up was just all those bad rooms, especially like, remember Tribble runs? It's like you can make a couple $100. I'm like, who is paying for this? Why? A bar could just make the same amount of. It's not attracting more people.
It's not,
because you're not advertising it. You're just like, we do a comedy show and we interrupt our normal clientele, and then we pay these people. And is it a tax write-off? Is there like a weird?
Maybe they just want to be like, I run a show. Is it like a personal thing?
It's very good. It can be sometimes. You meet those people and you're like, oh,
it's creepy.
Yeah,
but funny. I didn't know. I'm just like, what do you gain from this casino? Like, what do you want from me?
I'll take your money, but I'm curious.
It's fucking weird. So after the show, where we like gamble and we all lose, right?
How much did you gamble? Did you give yourself a limit?
I gambled $60.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
didn't-
gonna.
you
That
don't-
that was a lot for me. I like felt dumb about it,
Yeah,
and I put it in a fucking slot machine,
Mhm.
and I just hit max bet, and I just pushed the button like really fast because I don't even want to watch it spin. I just want to see what happens.
Okay.
And I lost $20 in literally like 15 seconds, and I was like, well, okay.
Yeah, you should feel dumb for that.
Yeah, then I went to fucking I went to a video poker machine and I played that for like 25 minutes. And I got down to $1 and back up to 20, down to $1, back to 35, and then I lost it all.
Yeah.
And then I went and I found a Napoleon and Josephine, Napoleon's wife Josephine, themed slot machine, and I was like, this is a sign from God because I'm
Yeah.
a big Napoleon head,
That
big
is
fan
funny.
of that era of history. So I put the dollar in, and then the $20 in, and I hit the button, and I lost it in like 15 seconds again. I was like, dude, slot machines suck my dick.
Yeah.
Do you
they're-
play slots?
Never played
Okay,
slots in my
they're
life.
bad, dude. I'm never playing slots again. They suck.
I think slots are. The idea is, I don't like or I don't like what are the games, Peggle or like Bejeweled or like iPhone. I don't like flashing color light games.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of gamer, you would say. So it never appealed to me. The type of gambling I like to do at casinos is craps is really fun, but you need someone who kind of knows what's going on. No, if anyone tells you they know how to play craps, they're lying. They're straight up lying. But you need someone who knows 10 to 25% and has like a semblance of a strategy. You're like, all right, I think this is what we're supposed to do. And once you get a bunch of people around the table, like all kind of like, I guess it's really fun. I like craps. I like roulette. I don't know why.
You might as well play the exciting random games.
Yeah, exactly. And then I also really love the poker rooms, but only if there's old Asian guys smoking. If it's like a bunch of bros with their hats turned back and I'm like, I don't need this. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're here to do what I need old Asian guys like with their shirts flipped up with the
Yeah.
Beijing bikini, the just them smoking indoors. That's my favorite. Right
There's
there.
a lot of smoking in this casino, I'll tell you that
Yeah?
right now.
Did you like it?
No, I hate it.
Oh,
I
so
hate
it's like-
smoking
It's
indoors.
like sage to you.
Yeah, dude, it
To me,
is.
maybe that's the wires are flipped in my head. Where I smell cigarette smoke and I'm like, nice.
You really do.
It doesn't bother me the way I see it does bother other people.
Do you like it when a woman smokes?
I love it.
Yeah, that's so fucking weird.
I don't know what it is.
You
about-
like to kiss her smoke mouth?
I don't like to kiss it, but it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
If I had a choice, and it was very inconsequential, I would prefer her mouth not to smell like smoke.
yeah. That's like
But-
small boobs.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking is an appetite suppressant, and and a certain type of lady usually smokes. A Winona or Ryder or a PJ Harvey type that I'm very attracted to. Let's go with 90s heroin chic.
Let
That
me
needs
tell
to
you,
come
Mac.
back.
Let me tell you, Mac, the women in the Midwest are stronger than that
Yo.
suppressant. They are Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
strong, dude. They can't be stopped.
I know. Dude. How are the everyone smoking?
Zero heroin chic in fucking Iowa. I'll tell you that right now.
Heroin's kind of hard to get these days. I think that's why they're cutting it with fentanyl. So,
Yeah. Well, Iowa's like the meth capital of the United States.
see any meth heads casinoing out?
Yeah.
Dude, meth would be a great drug to be in a casino on.
Oh, it's probably.
Just
So I tried to play craps. Well,
Oh,
again, I
okay.
thought of you. The whole trip, I was
Mhm.
like, I'm gay for Mac. I've been thinking about Mac
Yeah.
all day. I
I
went
hope
to
you
play.
didn't break any of my shit while I was gone.
Yeah. Dude, and then you're breaking my stuff. You're just fucking
know what?
angry breaking my stuff, and I'm thinking, oh, Mac would have a really good time here. I wish he was here.
Yeah, I
Meanwhile,
bet.
you're at home just spiking my
I can-
fucking trimmer into the
I
ground.
feel just like they're my favorite place in the world. And they know I love casinos.
So I went
It's funny
to.
how much I love casinos, and I'm not even that big of a gambler.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm just like
you just want to vibe on the human misery.
my limit is like $200.
Yeah.
And then I make it go for as long as I can. I can make it last 24, 48 hours.
So
But-
I go. They have this weird thing where it's like a video It's like a video thing.
craps?
Yeah, and then in the middle, no, there's a huge bobble like the sorry thing you press, and there's 2 giant dice. And everyone places their bets, and then the machine shakes it, and then the giant dice roll, and then there's a camera that sees the roll. But here's the thing. That's like the beginners, that literally was like beginner's crap, because it tells you the little...
Baby's first craps.
The light up machine tells you all the rules.
All right.
Because you can clearly see everything. You don't have to lean over a table and put your chips anywhere. Like, you just look at the machine and you can place your bets. But even then, I sat down. I was like, all right, I'm going to learn how to play craps. I looked down, and there's literally like 100 bets you can make. And then a lot of the bets have like a flip-flop bet you could. And I was I literally sat down, looked at the screen, and I was like, well, I'm out. Yeah. And I just walked out. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
It's the most insane game. And that's what I'm saying. You need to like come up with a strategy that you're like, I guess, and it's just fun because you'll hit on every now and then, and it's really exciting. We're like, I don't know what happened. That was fun. Where roulette, you're like, oh, I know exactly. I get it.
Roulette looks cool. I thought about playing roulette. I don't know how to do it, but I was like, I think I can figure this out. Because you just put it on a number.
There's a few other variations.
Yeah, and then you make a certain amount if you bet odds or evens or black and red.
I like it because it's like pure luck. There is strategy. I think I mentioned it before. I have an ex who I was like catching up with, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm doing all right. My new boyfriend, he's we're going out, and he has a roulette strategy that we're very confident in." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" you know when you're like sad for when you see your ex. It's like we're very bittersweet when you're like, "Oh, I was the best thing that happened to you."
Yeah,
you're in a like I could save you, but you're you. You did this to yourself.
That's some straight up Arrested Development shit, dude. Yeah, I know a guy who's got a roulette system.
A roulette system.
You're like,
when I heard that, I was just like, Jesus.
Most random game.
I'm like, do I need to take a life insurance policy out on you if you're dating guys with roulette systems?
Can you take a life insurance policy out on someone without their consent?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
I don't think so, because then it would like lead it. You'd
people would be murdering.
Yeah, people would be murdering you for profit.
Yeah, which they do already. So that would be a big problem.
I think you have to like get them to decide. I think the person who the policy's taken out on has to be in on it at least.
Okay, that makes sense.
My dad has one on me.
Really?
Yeah, he got it. I don't know if the timing was suspect, but once like the comedy stuff. He was like, "Oh, so you're really doing this?"
Yeah.
He took out a life insurance policy on me, and I don't blame him.
What did he think is gonna happen?
Which is funny for your dad to take one out on you, not for me to take one out. I don't know how it works with older people.
I mean, it just costs more. But if you get them while they're young, then you save a bunch of money.
And then I think I can. I don't know. It's so convoluted. It seems I'd rather gamble. I'd rather go to the Las Vegas because at least I can figure out what they're doing. Where insurance, I hate insurance.
Dude, I was reading a thing about health insurance today and about how all these people were like, no, this is how your deductions work and this is how this and that. And I was like, and then a bunch of like straight up like economists were like, no, it literally is often more cost effective to have no insurance and just owe the hospital and pay a monthly bill to the hospital than to like try and get insurance. And I was like, how did I end up doing the most financially thing, like the thing that makes the most financial sense?
It's like how we accidentally didn't go to college once everyone started figuring out. I bet college back in the day was useful. I bet there's still a bunch of other things that are a bunch of different things. But like for the most part, college is just like, nah, I'm too stupid. We're not going to that.
Yeah, dude.
It's a waste.
We fucking killed it on accident, dude.
No insurance.
Both of us have just been failing upwards.
That's life. It's not fair.
Neither of us went to college and it just worked out.
No insurance.
And then we got to this, like our 30s, and all our friends had like hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and like babies. And me and you were just fucking like, no, we chose badly. Never went to school. Never got anyone pregnant, I guess, because we're fucking not even, no one loved us enough to get married. All this shit.
Having your own family is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it would be.
Tricks your brain into producing a bunch of dopamine.
I mean, maybe. Or trick your brain into fucking you up completely and no dopamine, and now you have a baby. That happens.
What if your No, then you just wait it out. You wait for your baby to have a baby, and then you get the grandparents' dopamine.
That's a long wait out.
That's a lot of people have to wait.
That's a long wait out.
And I'm not here to wait. I want to be miserable now.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Sad right now. I'm living in
feeling
the
it.
now.
What did you do while I was gone?
Well,
I went to a casino. What did you do?
Broke your. I mean, what
What
did I do? I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring.
Still?
Still.
How many hours
just
are you
keeps
in?
Going. I don't want to talk about it. It's one of
You're probably, dude. You're over 200, aren't you?
Close.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'm almost done. I've just been
Are you
playing-
like doing it completionist style, or are you like,
I'm just playing it,
dude? I got Pokemon, and I've been playing the fuck out.
Which
of
one?
It. The newest one, Arceus or whatever.
The
3D
3D
one
that everyone hated.
It's objectively badly made, but it is
Yeah.
good. It
Because
is
it's
like the best Pokemon game, but it's also a piece of shit.
No, this is every Pokemon game is a piece of shit. The first Pokemon game that came out when we were kids was like a glitchy mess. When you start reading about like some of the things, it's like, oh yeah, this mechanic just didn't work. It was broken. So I think it's like there's like I don't know, it was like sleep or like the whatever some side mechanic. It's like
yeah,
it just never worked. Every time you use that move, it didn't do anything.
but that was normal back then.
That is normal, but it's still abnormal for I think Pokemon has made more money than any other franchise in the
Yes.
history of Earth.
Yeah.
Pokemon has made the most money, more than like every Marvel movie combined, more than every like Disney thing.
Yes.
Pokemon is like leads them by a heavy amount, and it's amazing that their games are so shit.
No, it's crazy.
And I don't mean they're so fun. They accidentally created this thing that was like, it's just like you can't fail. You could release the worst version of something,
yeah.
and I'm still gonna have fun. I'm gonna know it's bad. I haven't played it. I only played the first one, a little bit of not yellow, but the second generation.
You've played them all. You've
Yeah,
played
they
every
haven't-
game, dude. They never update the system.
They haven't. They don't even. Oh, I played Pokemon Stadium. That one was fun.
Yeah. Nothing, dude. I swear to God, Pokemon is like if you were a virgin and you were never allowed to like touch a woman, and then one day a woman
Oh.
gave you a hand job, and you were just like, oh, my life has changed. And then you're like, she comes over every Saturday, and then she gives you another hand job, and you're like, this fucking rules.
And you don't
but
know
then
any better.
Yeah, and then someone goes, hey, you know you could have sex, and you go, well, but she does hand jobs.
Yeah.
So I mean I could have sex, and then one day she's like gonna give you a blowjob, and you go oh, and then she just gives you a hand job, and you go fuck.
It was still great.
Yeah, no, but it's still great. You're like, listen, I am coming. It feels good. I like the lady. She's hot. And then some guy's like, she could fuck you. So every Saturday you're just like, is this the time she's gonna fuck me? But she never does. She just jerks you off.
Dude,
That's Pokemon.
I am envious of those people. The people who
Get jerked off every Saturday.
the people who don't know any better, who do get jerked off,
Oh.
who they haven't been exposed to the horrors of fun fetishes and everything you can get into. We're like, oh, I like that. Oh, I need this. Because imagine if you're just like, oh, I'm in love with my first girlfriend and I don't know any better. It's the best. You don't know any better.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of when I fall in love with someone where I kind of revert back to that.
All right,
No, where
falling
I'm just
in
like,
love. I
where you're
don't
just
know.
like, whatever, fuck it,
Yeah.
nothing matters,
But
only this.
This is why I'm a big proponent of arranged marriages, because that does the same thing. It makes you're like, this is it, I guess.
Mac, I'll arrange a marriage for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if I promise for her to be have the physical traits you desire, but then I arrange the marriage?
What do you gain from this?
I
A
get
dowry?
No. Firstly, you have no dowry to give
I
me,
have a
unless you have
dowry.
a goat hiding out I don't know about.
I got some stuff hiding somewhere, buried in the deserts of Utah.
Yeah. Well, I would. What do I gain? I get to see you be distracted and happy.
You've seen me in that state.
It's good.
Oh, is it better?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
you're happy.
No, but I mean, do you profit better from when relationship Mac?
I profit better when Mac's happy because I'm your friend and I like to see you
No,
happy.
but let's take our relationship out of it. I'm saying
I love that you're like, no, I don't understand that part.
Strictly from a business standpoint.
From a business standpoint,
do you do better when I'm dating someone versus when I'm single?
No. I don't think I do worse, but I don't do better.
Okay, so
it's like nothing.
It's a
It doesn't
non-issue.
matter. Yeah, it's a non-issue.
I don't know.
We've never been podcasting together while you've had a girlfriend.
We haven't.
We've podcast. I mean, and but I don't think that would change anything.
I can't remember. I feel like, did my stand-up get better or worse when I had a girlfriend? Like the one very serious relationship.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I think it just remained the same. I think you couldn't remember your jokes at any point in your stand-up
Although
career.
I will say this, every girl I have dated, their jokes did get better. And I'm not saying that's like a male versus female. I'm just saying.
I think that's a correlation is not causation,
Yes.
because we used to just do comedy constantly. So anyone you date would be going to comedy constantly. Whereas most people who do comedy, they could just, let's do it once a week.
Because there was that one girl when I stopped dating her, she started getting bad again.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
We all know about her.
I think that happened with like 2.
I don't want to think about it.
Some of them quit after they dated you.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard without the support system I provide.
You are a decent support system for a woman.
I'm a support system for anyone.
I don't know about that. Tell that to my facial hair.
Maybe I'm doing you a favor. We'll find out. Speaking of weird relationships and fetish, I had a new thought. This is what I do when you're gone. I just sit and think.
Yeah,
I think of new things.
It sounds dangerous.
It kind of is, but I think of the very first thing. And I'm like, I'm going to talk about that on the podcast, and I don't flesh it out anymore.
Yeah,
because people are like, "How do you guys sound so natural?" I'm like, "Oh, I just think of a topic, and then I don't think anymore about it. I don't. You know how people like write their material and go through it, and be like, nah, this is going to be it. We're gonna figure it out live." So the idea I'm presenting to you today.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to talk more about Pokemon.
No. Pokemon it's good. The new game is good.
It is.
And scratches my like brainless game
You're
to the checklist. It's like a Ubisoft game where you just have to like catch all the Pokemon, fill out the lists, little check marks, make your brain go.
Yeah. Just a dumb. That's what I'm doing with Elden Ring. But I was thinking about. Tell me if I'm wrong or off base on this.
Okay.
I feel like when you have a threesome, it shouldn't count if the women are too similar. So if the women are, I would say, let's go for, and it could be any number of traits. I think a threesome has to be, for example, a white lady and a black lady, a lady with glasses, and not glasses, one with a shaved head. If you're having a threesome, the only exception is with twins.
I was just about to say that's like that's a fantasy many people have.
That becomes a whole different thing. I'm saying a threesome, like if you know how like groups of people will like look like each other.
Yes.
You'll just see them. They all have like the same dress code. They all wear. It's really cringy. If you look around and your friends all look like you need to switch something up. But I'm saying if you manage to like seduce 2 women from a group and they look identical, they're like into the same things, they're at the same party, it's not impressive. You're just, hey, there's 2 of the same thing. I could do the same game on both of them. And I'm saying a real threesome should have to include 2 different demographics of people. To be a true threesome.
This is fucking so. Did you have a threesome while I was gone? What is happening?
Technically, no. from my definition,
you're
no.
Just fucking, I'm just imagining you fucking 2 brunette girls, and you're just like, this sucks. This isn't even that good.
This is could be better. You should never settle in life. How do you react to? You hate it? I feel like you're already like, nah, he's wrong.
Yeah, I think you're wrong.
You're like, just enjoy.
I mean, no. I get where you're coming from because you're like, let's get some variety.
No, I'm feeling something has to be different. You have to be able to distinguish both of them, like in a like a police line, not like someone. You should be able to describe them differently for it to truly count.
I'll tell you this. My penis doesn't know the difference because last time I tried to have a threesome, which was a while ago.
Okay.
It was when I barely started getting popular in comedy, and I had just become single.
That's a great time to
and
do
my
it.
heart was very broken. And I was like, you know what? It's threesome o'clock. These girls were just like incredibly aggressive, which I'm like, whatever. So they get to the hotel and they're like, threesome time.
Wait, how similar are these girls?
It's both like blonde,
So identical.
bimbo-ish. Yeah.
Same demographic.
One was much taller than the other.
Oh, that fits my criteria.
Does it?
Because they just have to
By
have
like 8 inches. Like one was like 5'1", and the other one was like
yeah,
like a little shorter than me.
That's 8 inches is a lot.
That's what some people would say. You know what? I would agree with 8 inches. Some would say almost too much.
Yes.
So anyway, but they looked a lot alike, and long story short, I couldn't get hard and was like, "Hey, you guys have to go." It was very embarrassing for me because I was like, "Oh yeah, I can't even fuck one of you, let alone both of you. This is fucking sad."
Does it still count?
Oh, because my soft penis was out and they saw it.
Were you naked and they touched you?
I didn't get naked.
No,
they
but
definitely touched me for a second, and then I just couldn't get hard. And then she was like, "You're so nervous," and I was like, "I'm actually not nervous. I'm apathetic."
No, I'm actually.
I'm fucking flexing. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're nervous.
Dude, there's only two of you here. This is kind of boring.
I could beat up both of you if I wanted. I could fuck you, dude. I get all mad. At the time, she was like, "You're so nervous," and I was like, "I'm not. It's not that I'm nervous. It's just that I don't want to have sex." And she's like, "But you don't want to have sex with us?" And they're like trying to be all sexy, and I was like, "You guys." You guys can hang out, watch a movie, but there's no way this is happening. And they were super like annoyed with me and angry. Yeah. And then one of them was like, "I started drinking before we got here." Oh. And I was just like, she was like, "I can't drive, and I'm the only one with a license." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
That probably doesn't help.
Well, but also it was like, how did you get drunk and drive here? So she drank so that she was sober when she drove, but then she became drunk. And I was like, also like, "Hey, it's fucked up that you're trying to drink." When I also told them, because they were at the show, and I was like, "Hey, I don't want to hook up with anyone who's drunk." And they were like, "That's fine. Neither of us are drunk." Hey, I didn't even realize that till just a second. That bitch went back on her word. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I fucking hate my life sometimes. But I couldn't get hard.
Maybe you couldn't get hard because she was lying. And your brain knew she was a liar. Subconsciously, you picked up on it.
I mean, that's happened to me a whole bunch of times in my 30s, where I was like, "Yeah, casual sex time," and my dick was like, "Nah, you're sad. You're gonna think about how you don't have love in your life."
Not even that. Like, all right. Your lizard brain, your monkey brain, deep down inside your soul knows that casual sex from two beautiful sluts is not as good as getting jerked off in a cabin in the woods by your fat wife.
Hell yeah, dude.
Who you only know her. You've never slept with anyone else.
Let's fucking go, dude.
She's easily a 4 out of 10, but you don't know that. I mean, you do know that.
But in your heart of hearts, but also you love her and she loves you. Yes. And you're like, this is what I know, and this is what and there's no reason to stray from this.
Yeah, that's what God intended.
And there's not. There really is no reason. Like, anyone who's like, "What am I missing out on?" You're not missing out on anything. What are you missing out on by... Here's my thing. Mm-hmm. I'm the opposite, where I could have sex with lots of people, but my brain was always, what are you missing out on? What are you missing out on by not being in the cabin in the woods with your your wife who's gross with you?
You could be sleeping with true love, but right now you're just slutting it up.
Fuck!
This is not how you find true love.
It's not, dude. It's not at all. Do you know what
You know what? If you have found true love from a threesome, please email us at cowboyboyscomedy.
I will say, I know someone who
podcast@gmail.com.
I know someone who has true love that is having threesomes.
Yeah, but they found love first.
Yeah,
not the same.
True,
not the same.
Very true, very true. Do you know what I will say?
Yes.
My penis is on the team because I couldn't get hard at all. We're talking 100% soft.
It's very
which
fun.
is way, way, way better than when your penis is like, you know what, we'll play ball 50%.
60.
And now you're like in a situation where you could kind of you could throw rope, you could slam like a half softy in there.
Yeah.
You can still do work with that. But now you're in a situation where you're like not even into it. It doesn't feel that good and it's kind of embarrassing, but you're still like, well, I'm doing it. Maybe it'll work out. It doesn't.
That doesn't happen with your true love, the woman of the mother of your children,
dude. The mother of my
brain.
Oh, dude,
and guess what? If you're sitting at home, you're like, that's not how I feel. I'm like, guess what? You married the wrong lady.
Yeah, dude, for real.
You should be disgusted with how into your wife. You're like, I hate her so much, and I love her.
Yeah, dude.
Should unlock new emotions that only a man can feel.
Dude,
I'm not saying women. It's the whole women love differently than men. We have to be like, ah.
I don't know about that, but dude, my wife could make me so hard that like if I pull my dick back and let it go, I could break a cinder block.
All right.
Like a karate guy.
No need to get gruesome about it.
That's not gruesome. It's a cinder block. I love that you said all that crazy stuff. Listen, I'm out here fucking with true love boners, dude. True love's first boner. True love's true boner. I don't know. There's something. You know when when boner in love.
Did you see any couples at the casino gambling together? That's true love.
I forgot to tell you.
All right, let's hear it.
did see a couple gambling. They went to my show.
All right.
And they're gambling pretty hard, right? And then we go
How
gamble.
How old is this couple? Because I was going to ask how leathery are their skin, but that could be in casino years. That could be anywhere from 20 to 80.
It's the Midwest.
Yeah.
You know that I don't know how old they were. They could have been any age, and it would have been, and I wouldn't have been surprised. So, after we see them, Mike is like,
can you describe them at all, or is it?
They probably listen to the podcast. I'm not trying to be mean.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There's a lot of tattoos.
Sorry.
I feel like you want me to make jokes about them, but
yes,
no
I didn't know that
they make. You guys are lovely.
You live in the Midwest.
Yeah, you do look like you're from Iowa, but you know what? I look like I'm from Utah, and so does Mac.
I don't think you look like you're from Utah.
Shut the fuck up, man. I'm trying to help. So anyway,
you look like you. If I were to guess on a map where you're supposed to be from, I would say Sacramento.
That's I guess that makes sense. Yeah, dude. Just like a place in California, but not a good one.
Yeah.
The fucking the death part of California.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
That actually is pretty accurate.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, the so after we get done gambling and we eat and everything, we're hanging out. It's been like 3 hours after the show.
Yeah.
I'm standing there and I'm trying to get a spoon because I was eating ice cream with my hotel key card.
Is buffet situation, or
no? I just bought some ice cream to celebrate surviving the casino show, and then I didn't have a spoon, so I was using my key card to eat it.
Okay.
And then I was like, I'll ask the front desk for a spoon. They didn't have one, of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that happen? I'm fucking stupid. So I'm going to walk back to the hotel. It's very late, like midnight or whatever. And then this woman with a lot of tattoos comes up to me and she goes, Shayne, can I take a photo? And I go, oh yeah, of course, whatever. I always do. She snaps a photo and she goes, I enjoyed the show tonight. And I go, oh, cool. That's good. Awesome. You were there. And she goes, yeah, my boyfriend got kicked out, so I have to go. Not the best night. And I was like, well, what did he do? And she goes, he got drunk and he puked all over a bunch of the machines. I was like, fucking Christ.
That rules.
Yeah, dude. So apparently.
Fuck the casino.
Well, then later we were walking around and Mike overheard someone saying that the guy like puked at one of the tables and on the machines.
Cool.
So I think he was like playing fucking craps and literally game over.
Yeah.
He fucking projectile vomited and then stumbled over and vomited all over the machines behind him.
Damn.
It's fucking crazy. Which made me realize those machines in casinos are like packed with puke.
They're packed with worse than that.
Yeah, true.
Casinos, I feel no one's wearing a mask, not a single mask, right?
Of course not. I didn't see any masks all week.
As of April 11th, 2022, I think Philadelphia or something is like, we're bringing back mask mandates, and I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, dude.
It's over. But it's funny because it's like casinos are, it's one of the dirtiest places on earth. I want to have my first child in a casino, so when it's birthed, it becomes the strongest. It will never get sick in its entire life.
Dude.
That's a good strat. In the first like month of your baby's life, bring it to a casino just to expose it, because babies are
cigarette smoke, and
just,
that's how both of us are so fucking tough, because we just grew up in the trailer park immediately, and then you're just exposed to every cigarette smoke and horrible disease.
Just leave your baby on the table for a little bit. It's good luck. Babies are great luck.
Yeah, dude. Hanging out on the craps table.
Let him pull the lever, touch the lever, put his hand in his mouth. They don't have coins anymore. You know how dirty casinos used to be when you were still using money, physical cash.
Do you know what I would do? I'm never going to play slots again, I've decided, but I would play slots if they had an actual hand crank machine. I went to one, and
some of them do.
The crank was on it, and I put the money in, and like I was like, I don't want to push the button, I'm going to use the crank. The crank is there. I go to pull it, and I like broke it because it wasn't supposed to work. It was just like there, but I like yanked it. I was like, crunk, and I was like, well, I fucking broke this.
I've seen them with
I had
both.
to press the button.
The button or the crank.
The fucking crank didn't work, and I was like, "This is bullshit, dude."
Take your arm. People are too weak to gamble. Pulling that crank.
Yeah, old people, they're just like, if they push the buttons, it goes faster. They spend more money faster.
I'm gonna be a boomer about it. The younger generation doesn't know how to gamble.
Yeah,
they need a button to push. We used to think of like how jacked you would get just gambling all day. That would keep old ladies alive.
Yeah, dude.
Their blood pumping.
You know what? Also, I don't understand what the slot machine is even doing. Like when it says you win and it's like here you go. It's like I don't even get it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I fucking hate him. I don't know the rules. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. It's fucking awful.
If you have an what is it?
Compromised?
If you're immunocompromised, you should go hang out at a casino, do some reps.
Yeah, dude, get strong, man. Play some video poker. Just really get your hands on that console.
Breathe in a little bit of air.
Dude, casino air is so fucking gross.
It's because it's like they pump in oxygen, right? Is the rumor?
Yeah.
But then it's also filled out with cigarette smoke. So you're getting pumped up, but you're also being exposed. That's probably another bonus.
Interesting.
It's you're operating at a higher what is it when you go down to sea level? You have more oxygen, so everything's easier. So your body's stronger and works more efficiently.
It's like you're taking the worst version of the Limitless drug.
The oxygen?
You're just like, I could do anything.
That reminds me, we have some gifts and stuff.
Oh yeah, let's fucking check them out.
But 1 second, let me grab.
Okay, Mac's going to get something right now. He's running to grab something. Oh, it's behind the TV. Oh, fuck. Hell yeah, okay. Dude, he just handed me Boost Oxygen.
For anyone who doesn't know, let's do the first one first. Is we got someone on our website, we have because people are always like, how do we send you stuff? I want to send you things. And it's like, I appreciate the fact that you're just saying you want to send it is like very nice. But a lot of times we get stuff and we're like, I don't know what to do with this. People will send us snacks and I'm like, I guess I'm just going to keep getting fatter.
Yeah, dude. Because Mac is the only one who eats them. I'm trying to lose weight. So people have sent us a bunch of food and I'm just like, well.
And I'm like,
what?
This is my cross to bear.
Someone so nice. They came to the shows in New York. And I know, by the way, I know who you are. I'm just not saying your name because I have not one, but 2 active stalkers right now. One of which who keeps and listens to this, and I know they do, but they like are so wild. They did a tarot reading recently. And we're like, hey, my tarot card said I should come to a show and kill you. Isn't that crazy? And I was like, don't do that.
Did they try and kill you?
I don't respond to them.
Or did they just show up?
They did come to a show once, though. They flew across the country to come to a show, and they say they're going to do another one.
What card do you pull that says you need to kill someone?
I literally don't know, dude. They just send me like groups of tarot cards and like what is going to happen. And then there's another, dude, I have multiple people sending me tarot card readings every day, some of which are stalkers, some of which are just unhinged or normal people who are, I don't know, what they think they're up to.
So, but anyways, if you want to send us stuff, we do have on our website an Amazon wish list that hides our address.
Thank God.
Ed, put stuff we need. Don't read his name. He asked me. There's he's very secure, but Ken from New Hampshire.
Okay, Ken
sent us these hot sauces. Secret Aardvark.
There's no way I'm gonna handle this.
Habanero hot sauce.
I'll smell them though.
Jamaican marinade.
Oh, they have like little caps on them, so I can't even
haven't-
smell them. I have to open them.
I think he's trying to allude to something about me with the aardvark. Secret aardvark. I'm an open aardvark.
Black bean sauce does sound good. You're gonna like these.
I
You
might.
like hot sauce.
Well,
You might not like these. I don't know.
hot sauce goes both. Should I try one right now?
Yeah, fuck it, dude. Mac is opening up. Which one did you pick? He picked habanero over Jamaican marinade and black bean sauce. All right, he's opening the sauce. It's taking a long time. There's a knife right by here. Oh my god. Okay. He's got it open. We're Boy Scouting it up. He's gonna try it. I'm gonna smell it before Matt goes in on it. Oh, it does. That's actually does smell tasty. Straight up. All right. He's tasted it.
It seems good.
Okay, there it is. So he just got us regular good stuff. I thought you were gonna like just immediately have a hot shit.
No, I had a little bit because it is habanero. That tastes good.
All right. Well, there it is. Thank you so much,
Thank
Ken.
Ken from New Hampshire.
Dude, Ken, you fucking rule.
I'm. You know what I know, Ken.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then the other things is that's what I just bought for us to test out because we're talking about oxygen.
Yeah, dude. Let's fucking get
You wanna
strong. Let's do
review?
Limitless.
So have you ever had oxygen before? Pure oxygen?
I mean, I've been on an airplane where like I had to put oxygen on
really?
my face.
What happened?
What? The oxygen came down. We had to put it on our face.
Oh, was the plane rocking around?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. It was
oh.
fucking going crazy.
Was it
going
fun?
Sicko mode. Yeah, it was actually.
were babies crying?
Dude, people were crying.
That's so fun.
Oh, grown men and women were like literally crying and freaking out. It was crazy.
Who were you sitting next to?
I was actually not sitting next to anyone. I think I was in my row alone.
Oh my god, how fun is that?
Dude, I
It was like, I'm gonna die in comfort.
I was at the window and I was like sleeping and it was rocking so hard and I was like, I don't care. And then the fucking and the light went on and it was like at night and it was in Salt Lake, dude. It was
Yeah.
like crazy. It was like one of the craziest experiences I've ever had in a plane. And people were like
one of the craziest experiences you ever
oh,
had
my
on a plane.
Fucking god, dude.
Yeah.
You know when women just scream?
Yeah. It's not helpful and it really is annoying.
Dude, I'm just like, you know what? This is the one thing I'll be sexist about. And it's like, why you gotta fucking scream?
if you're-
No, I'd never hear guys do that.
I think it's like I think it's like a evolutionary thing because the same thing happens when people fight and people will honk their horns.
Yeah.
It's like you're adding nothing, but I think it's to get attention. Something horrific is going down, and so your just response is to scream to get other people to be like, "What's going on over there?" To like come and
Maybe.
help.
Yeah, but
So I
it's
think
like
it- I
not
think-
helpful.
I know, but
All right, I'm gonna oxygen up.
Oh, yeah,
and
oxygen
maybe I'll
up.
have flashbacks.
let's hear. Shayne's taking in the oxygen.
I just breathed.
Wait! You gotta let it. You gotta let it hit. I don't want to get your germs in my oxygen. Your casino germs.
It does seem like we're doing whippets, but it's not. It's so funny because it's not anything. Are you holding in the hit? Oh, Mac ripped a big fatty. Yeah, it's literally just like it's not even compressed air. It's just
No, it's
like
compressed in the bottle.
I mean, but like, come on. You
do you
can't-
feel any? Do you feel? I
you?
feel nothing.
Yeah, of course you don't. It's not anything.
It doesn't enhance anything. I think
Dude, I love that it says 95% pure. What the fuck is the other 5% in this
I'm
can?
wondering if because we grew up in our entire lives in Utah and so up in the mountains. Yeah, right. And so I'm wondering if like do you remember when you first came to like sea level or every time you do you're like, whoa, like you can breathe really easy.
Yeah.
I wonder if we lived in like Utah or Denver still and like hit this and be like, yeah, I can feel it.
Dude, did I tell you I almost passed out in Denver?
Because you're too acclimatized to
I'm
here.
too acclimatized to I'm the pussy
sea
now,
level.
dude. Yeah, I'm a bitch.
So
And I fucking an
guess what?
absolute
You got to take those with you now.
yeah, dude, an absolute dickhead. And
gonna-
I was doing my act and I was like going crazy on stage. It was a really fun show.
Just like
but I started to get lightheaded.
one second,
and I was
everybody.
like,
I'm just hitting oxygen.
"Whoa." What's the deal with airline food?
What's the deal with almost dying on an airline?
I wonder if you can hear that on the podcast.
Yeah,
Should we let the podcasters take a hit?
Hey, don't waste my oxygen.
Wait, just one for the boys and the girls
yeah.
and the they thems. Yeah, dude, you guys know what it's like. Honestly, it probably did as much for you as it did for me. This shit is nothing, dude.
It's a waste of money
Unless you're in Colorado.
Mm.
I mean, it might help. Have you ever gone to the Oxygen Bar? Have you ever seen those?
No, I've seen them, but I've never been to one. It was like that's so.
I think they're not a thing anymore, but they were like around forever.
There's All right, we're gonna start doing product reviews. Would you buy Boost Oxygen?
No, I mean, listen. I am very curious to try Boost Oxygen while I'm like in Denver or Salt Lake, like a town that's really fucking high up.
See if it clears you up for a second.
Yeah, but right now I'm like, yeah, it did fucking nothing. I feel nothing. It's not compressed air. It's not like a Whippet. So it's just nothing.
Whippets are nitrogen.
Yeah.
And they just. Oh, I need to do. Whippets
you
scare
need to start,
me.
dude. No, everyone I've ever known who's into Whippets is like I'm just like that's almost scarier than like some other hard drugs.
No, I've said it before. I'd rather do heroin than Whippets.
It's so fucking scary, dude.
Because heroin, it's a little process. You're like you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Whippets is just like we're 16, we're doing Whippets.
I knew a bunch of grown-ups, dude. Remember that
know.
one? I went on a date with a girl once who brought a fucking apparatus to do Whippets while we were hanging out.
The date would be over. I'd be like,
oh, it was.
I'm like,
hey,
you need help.
At the time, I was like, hey, excuse me. And I called my brother and was like, come get me. And then he just drove up and I just walked out, got into the car and left. And then she FaceTimed me. This was so long ago.
Did she do Whippets and FaceTime?
Dude, I'm not kidding. She was like, why would you leave? I was like, bitch, what the fuck?
It's just, if you're doing Whippets right now, you need to end this phase of your life.
Dude,
you need to make it your post Whippets season.
You can do better.
Because I remember in my early 20s, I would like come home and rip a bong to like one of my roommates were like, Mac looks like he's in pain. He's so high. And I would rip a bong like 3-4 times a night and just like heavy go into weed. And then one day I'm just like, I think I'm done. And I stopped. And I think that happens with like if you go too deep into a drug or whatever, but not oxygen.
No, not oxygen. Oxygen is perfectly safe and non-addictive. You breathe it all the... Well, actually, oxygen's pretty addictive because you need it. Or you'll die.
That's a bong idea.
Here we go. I'm going to do it through the nose.
Oh.
Actually, that was kind of cool. It felt nice. I think I have a hard time breathing through my nose, though, and it helped.
I don't...
I think it just felt nice to breathe through my nose for once.
Well... thank you for reaching the end of the podcast.
We did it all together as a team.
If you would like to send us anything, you don't have to. This podcast is free. That's why you're watching it right now. We appreciate you just watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I think that
YouTube.
We're on YouTube. If you're listening on your a normal podcast way, tell your coworkers about us. Go to our website, cowboyboys.rodeo. Do whatever there is there. There's a bunch of things. You could buy shirts. You could rate, review our podcast on iTunes.
You can do so many things.
I don't know. Subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/cowboyboys. I like how we've been doing this, and I still can never remember the URLs.
I mean, listen, you know that I am pretty checked out in just all areas of my life. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm with you, bro.
If you would like another full hour-long episode in addition to every episode, go to patreon.com/cowboyboys.
Yeah.
We have the same. It's exactly the same thing. If you like what you saw here and want more, there it is.
It's the exact same.
Oh,
but better.
But better because you earned it.
You earned it.
Yeah, dude. You know when you get a free podcast, you don't appreciate it as much as when you pay for a podcast. You pay that $5 and you're like, you know what? I earned this.
Incredibly true.
I worked. Let's see. How long would you have to work at your job to pay for our podcast for a month? Like 15 minutes? What's minimum wage?
it depends on where you are. I think it's $7.25 in some parts of the country.
What? Still?
Yes.
In America, it's still $7.25.
I'm not joking.
What is this? The 70s?
I know, dude. Dude, it fucking sucks so bad.
If you are making $7.25, steal the podcast.
Yeah, you can have it.
Find
if you make minimum wage and you can prove it, literally message me and I'll give you the Patreon.
I mean, I don't think you know how to do that, but
I'll ask Mac to give you the Patreon.
yeah. But if you're making $15 an hour, that's what, 25 minutes to 20 minutes? 20 minutes?
20 minutes, and then you get
think about
a
that.
bonus 40 minutes of entertainment.
Think about this though. If you listen to our podcast while at work, that's like making money.
Oh, you're making money
because you're using the hour. Well, it's more than what we would. Yeah, you're making money by subscribing to the Patreon.
Very true.
Also, if you don't subscribe, you're just making money listening to us.
Also,
that's the best. Doing anything at your job that's not your job.
It's fucking.
We
rules.
salute the workers who are wasting time right now. And with that, thank you so much. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
You got your website?
Oh, ShayneSmithComedy.com. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, if you want tour dates,
Atlanta,
tickets.
Miami, Charlotte's, the South and North Carolina. I'm all over.
And sometimes I show up to the East Coast.
Sometimes
shows.
he does. I think we're probably going to bring Mac to Wisconsin.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it'll be, we
like
can pull that one off.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.